Hey, Freak Leaks, welcome back. We're back, and we are ready to hit you with some hot stuff tonight. We have got Billy and Bree, a 40-plus couple that lives quite a different lifestyle than most of us are used to. But I'm so excited about tonight's show. So, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go for it.
Let me introduce to you my co-host. We have the beautiful Felicia.
Hey, what's up, Freakin' Leaks?
And we have Maya, looking all purpley hot.
Yes, with the boobies.
I am Francine, and I'm feeling real immature tonight.
Right.
Feel immature.
Welcome. I'm sorry. Go ahead, honey. Keep talking.
No, I'm done. Go for it.
Okay, so welcome to Four Freaky Girls podcast, episode 9. My girl got a girlfriend. Believe it or not, swinging, polygamy, and polyamory are not the same thing. So in this episode, we're going to clarify the difference between the three lifestyles and get a firsthand look on how to have happy, healthy, passionate sex in a polyamorous relationship. So we are going to go right into our first topic. You Send Me Swinging. We'll be discussing a quick overview of what it means to be a swinger, along with the pros and the cons of the lifestyle. So basically what we want to do is just differentiate the three, because people kind of tend to like mesh them all together. So I believe, between the five of us, we'll get people together. Well, we treat everybody on here like they don't know, because a lot of people just don't damn know. So, please don't think that no question is stupid. No statement is stupid. We just here to have fun and educate some folks.
Right.
And talk nasty. So let's get into it.
Lots of nasty.
So, okay. So I'm going to just ask real quick, who swings? Who has ever like participated in a swinging situation before? Like kind of a little bit. Like I ain't get to go full throttle with it, but a little bit. So, yeah, we'll get into that. So anyway, okay. So let's talk about it. So what is the difference between swinging, polygamy, and polyamory? Let's start there for those of us who don't know.
Who wants to go first? Let's say I would say swinging is definitely multiple people involved in the sexual activity. And say, for instance, like if me and my wife and another husband and wife, and we swap partners, that's swinging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I looked up the definition. It says swinging, the practice of engaging in group sex or the swapping of sexual partners within a group, especially on a habitual basis. So, yeah, okay. Billy, you hit the nail right on the head. Yeah.
Okay. So then how do you compare swinging to a polyamorous situation?
Because, are you asking me?
I'm asking anybody who want to answer. It's all good.
I think it's the difference for me knowing both sides. I think the main difference is that swinging is more of an activity and polyamory is more of a lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's the biggest difference. Swinging is something you do on the weekends. Polyamory is something you live 24/7.
Okay.
Right. And to break it down in layman's terms, basically is we know what swinging is now. So the poly is more of me and my wife having a girlfriend.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Y'all wouldn't consider like a thicker, older white woman with red hair for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. Say it.
You know what?
Well, we shooting our shot. How about 40-something?
I'm filming in my bedroom. I got my little robe on.
Yes. We might be like that.
Yeah, I've been sitting here praying, God, make me a unicorn, please.
Oh man, this is about to be crazy. Whew, okay. So, so now, clarify for the audience the difference between being in a polyamorous relationship and practicing a lifestyle of polygamy. Those are two lifestyle, choices.
Right.
What do you guys feel is the difference?
What I was going to say, I feel the difference is polygamy to me seems like multiple people in the relationship with, I'm just going to say 1 man, 6 women.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're in the type of relationship, it would just be 1 man and another woman of our choice if we choose to be exclusive with this one person.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Versus multiple women that we have.
Yeah. Yeah, polygamy for me is, what I understand it to be is more of one partner has multiple partners. Instead of polyamory, it's the couple has multiple partners that they share or that they have separately, from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so polygamy is mainly focused on one person having multiple partners.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And being in a relationship, like that same kind of relationship, like having multiple wives.
Right. Yeah.
And
so
to me, it's like
wives is polygamy.
Yeah, like it's to each his own. But if you're getting a pussy, I'm getting a pussy. I just don't understand like how I can be okay with you having more than one. Like we've been sleeping in the same bed. Now this is just me and Patty, okay? We've been sleeping in the same bed for years and years and years and months and Sundays, and all of a sudden I'm not sleeping in the bed with you anymore. Or you going in the bed and sleep with her? Like, no, we need to get in a big ass bed because we don't want to be in there to get like me. Like they would just be like, girl, just stop.
One reason I would say we aren't swingers because one, like I don't mind sharing and playing with other women, but I don't want to share or play with another man. So there's no way that we could swing because that doesn't turn me on.
Okay.
Just do that.
Okay, I can definitely understand that for sure.
You know who started this shit, don't you? Snow White in them 7 fucking drawers. She had one every day of the week. Think about it. You think they's doing all that work for her for free?
You mean Dopey was getting it in?
Shit, he was supplying the Viagra.
Dopey with the dope dick. Is that what it is?
Grumpy must have had ED.
Right. Grumpy must not have been able to get it up.
Do I really want to think about this and break it down? Like, is that what we're really about to do?
No. Yeah, we about to get to the dirty shit.
Yeah. So now that we've got that cleared up for everybody, if you have questions, definitely, drop them in the comments or, you can always email us and ask. But we're going to move right into topic 2 because this everybody know this is what we was really here for anyway. Like, Okay, so topic 2 is getting the tea on polyamory. So we're going to sit down with Billy and Bree and talk about the real. And you guys are actively seeking a couple, right? Or a person? A third? Yes? Okay. They'll break down how and why polyamory works for them, what to do if you want to try it, and how to make sure the sex sizzles equally for everyone in the relationship. And don't mind my co-hosts, but they're going to shoot their shot through this whole entire I'm just going to let you know now.
Oh, good.
Hey, I worked on in advance.
You want to speak first and then I'll go.
So, yeah. Let's start from the beginning. So whose idea was it? Who brought it up?
Mutual.
It was kind of a mutual thing.
Okay.
Yep. I just remember one day she came in the door and was like, what if I bring another woman home? What would you do? I'm like, what you mean? I'm joining in. I'm watching. If I ain't attracted, I'm at least watch. You feel me? And get mine off too.
Right.
But it was kind of like a neutral thing, but I got it popping though. You feel me?
Okay.
That was not part of the question.
Why are you looking like that? Why are you looking like that, Bree? She's like,
now, Bree, do you identify as bisexual?
Actually, I don't.
No?
No.
Okay.
I should.
I think that's a common misconception, too, when it comes to polyamory, that somebody in the relationship has to be bisexual in order for it to work.
Well, I guess it depends on, because I'm saying, yes, I like to be with women, but not outside of my marriage. So I'm a heterosexual that likes to play with women. So I wouldn't call myself bisexual because I wouldn't just have a relationship with just a woman.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. No, we want to get all up in their business. No, because people want to know, like,
yeah, these are questions people ask. Yeah.
And with us being, in our age group, like, people still feel like even though nothing seems to be taboo anymore, like, you still have that lingering, stigma or whatever, that something else is going on, or that, somebody is cheating, or this is like, maybe like a gateway to, cheating. And I guess I just want to clear all of that up, because I think that's goofy, to think that, and, just don't knock it. If it's not for you, it's not for you. That's cool. Right. But don't knock other people for doing it. That doesn't mean that anybody in the relationship is unhappy. Is that a true statement? Is that safe to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then you guys did it the first time. Apparently it went well.
Right.
So how do we transition from we're having a threesome to let's turn this into a regular thing?
I would say it just depends on the female and how she carries herself and how she respects our relationship and how comfortable we are with her. You know what I mean? If it go well the first time, it's like, why not do it again? But it's not like a thirst thing to where like, oh, we got to do that again ASAP. It can just be like spare the moment type thing. Like, you know what? Let's do something different tonight or this weekend. You know what I mean? Type thing.
Like, ring, ring, Francine.
So, no, I was just about to say that's how we get there for real.
The first time, was it with someone that you knew? Was it with a friend?
It was somebody that I knew. She didn't know, but I felt comfortable and knew that this woman would respect my relationship. So I felt comfortable with bringing her in.
Nice.
And I wasn't in no type of relationship with this woman previously, but we have had an encounter once before.
So you guys were intimate before?
Yes. And my wife was aware of everything beforehand.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, that's what makes it easy. I think sometimes people maybe think too hard on things. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at it as if this is my best friend. We all have a best friend.
Right.
But you also have other friends as well. So if you playing with your best friend, that doesn't mean he's not your best friend just because all of y'all are playing together.
Right.
If your mind is right, it's all going to work out. Everybody's got to be on the same page.
Wow.
And I would say it's really about making sure that she's comfortable, because from my experience, the woman has to be comfortable or she's not going to do it. And if she's not comfortable, I wouldn't want her to do it just for me, to make me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I definitely want her to know that it would never be nothing without her, just like she knows, just like I know it would never be nothing without me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just making sure that loyalty is locked in and that you comfortable with the person that you with. Once you get that locked in, then it's like, let's get it. You feel me?
Right.
I wasted no time.
Yeah.
But it also starts individually. They have to be comfortable within themselves.
Yeah.
Thank you. Say that again.
If you're not within yourself,
say that again.
That don't happen.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
That includes.
So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that includes like, how you feel about your body, your self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
I personally couldn't imagine bringing somebody else into the relationship who wasn't equally as, what's the word I'm looking for? Confident.
Right.
Confidence is sexy, period. So to me, like confidence is a turn on. I'm sorry, go ahead, Maya.
So I was going to follow that up with, so I was going to ask you guys, what like boundaries have y'all set for, this type of relationship, that things that, your hard yeses, your hard no's, your soft yeses, your soft no's, as far as finding another mate to bring into the relationship. And, I don't know if like you guys have the same, taste in women, or, like where, how does all of that, how did that conversation go?
I'm more versatile with the women. I don't discriminate.
I'm picky.
That does not surprise me, Billy. Not at all.
But the thing is, we have the agreement that, okay, if I bring a woman home and she's not attracted to her, and that I'm on, then it can go down still, and she don't have to participate.
Okay.
As long as she's in the room, she's still gonna get hers up too.
Right.
You feel me?
For sure.
When I say don't, she's not gonna participate. I mean, just far as engaging with the other woman.
Okay.
She's engaged with me though. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Wait a minute, Billy. You gotta like that. Take care of both of them at the same time.
Yeah. I put my handlers on to handle things.
But you know what? I'm glad that you said that though, because
my vagina's not.
Oh, and one more boundary.
My vagina's not glad he said that.
And one more boundary is no kissing.
Okay, that's the I was gonna ask.
Hold on, put a pin in that, because that's a whole nother conversation. Let's run it back real quick.
Okay.
All right, so you were talking about how, like, if she's not into the girl,
right?
So y'all, it's still okay for you guys to have a situation, but it's just she just makes it known that I'm just doing this with you, and you're doing this with me, and you're doing this with her. Because, most people wouldn't even be comfortable with that. They would just be like, mm-mm. Yeah. Me personally, I probably would be like, no. Because like I said, if you get the pussy, I get the pussy. So we both got to be, you know what I'm saying?
That also goes for me, though. If there's somebody that I want to deal with and he don't,
I'm not going to engage with her. I'm engaged with my wife.
I mean, and this other person doesn't need to know that. You know what I'm saying? All this other person needs to know is that we're both there. But the attention for him would be on me.
Okay.
Right. I love these. I love that.
Now, how does that work? Does that still, you still get a satisfying experience? Has that happened yet? It has happened? Yeah. Okay. Well, shit, tell us about it.
Story time.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say that my wife wasn't attracted to this woman, but I think it was more so your body was hurting that day. So she just kind of, saying, hey, let me do me. You feel me?
I wasn't feeling up to par.
She wasn't feeling up to par, but hey, it still went down. Yeah. Okay. She's a team player. What can I say?
Yeah.
I mean, because sometimes some couples, when they engage in, like, whether it be swingers, or they engage in a polyamorous lifestyle, a lot I've found, because I identify, I'm solo poly right now, like, so I'm a, unicorn or good. But, but I know that some couples, they're the sexual arousal, like they get turned on by their partner being pleasure, whether it be with them, with another person, or both.
Yeah.
So is that something you guys can agree on, that y'all both get pleasure from seeing your partner get pleasure?
Yeah.
Look at their faces. They both had this smile.
Right.
Yeah, y'all thinking about that one time.
Even if it's her and another woman, or her just playing with her toy, I still like to watch.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
I mean, it makes me happy to see my friend happy.
Right.
Okay. So look, so if we ended up doing a voyeurism experience, y'all would be down for that?
I'm doing it in front of anybody.
Been there, done that.
He almost jumped through that screen.
He said, listen. Let me tell you about me, player.
Now, do your other friends know of your lifestyle? How open are you with it?
Oh yeah, they know. They familiar with it.
He's more open than I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if they know us, they know that's my husband. So I just don't talk about it, or, I don't.
Like, you ain't screaming it from the mountaintops, but
exactly.
if it came up,
I'm not
you
ashamed
deny
of
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen some of the footage. I mean, it was still, interesting footage. It wasn't like all the way live footage, but I saw a little, tidbit. It's funny because when I saw it at first, I was like, wait a minute. That's not Brie. And then I was like, hold on. Then I saw her foot. She took the camera and put it down so you could see she was holding the phone. And I was like, oh, and I let her go. Oh, okay, shoot. Yeah, then I was, clapping, but I don't know if I said anything on it. I thought it was funny. I said, okay, then that's what's up. Goals. Those are
so now the partner that you guys are currently seeking, are y'all looking for someone to like long-term relationship, or just something, just sexual, or how is that? What does that look like?
I would like to have the book just open to possibilities. Rent it first, then maybe lease option, then maybe buy it.
Right.
Okay. So then what will that mean though going forward?
Say that again.
I said, what will that mean? Is it this is your girlfriend who you call when y'all trying to get it popping? Or is this somebody who's really going to play a role in your life, in your relationship? Some people will, move people in and, they'll live as, the three. Could you see it going that far? Or is it just right now y'all trying to find somebody to play with on a regular basis?
I don't really see it going that far, but at the same time, like she said, it's an open book depending on the female. If the vibe is right and she handles her business just as well as we handle ours, then you never know. They say 2 heads is better than 1, so what you think 3 heads on?
Come a lot. A lot of orgasms.
A lot
of moaning. A lot of groaning. Colorful rainbow sounds coming out.
But
definitely open to.
But more so just the open book right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't want nothing forced.
Right.
I mean, we're actively looking like we're okay with not having anyone. We're okay with we're open.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what tips would you give somebody who is interested in having this conversation with their partner about possibly having living a polyamorous? Good God, somebody who wants a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Shit, what would you tell them?
You answer from the male. I'll answer from the female.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so from the man point of view, I feel like for one, you should definitely be vocal with your partner, because we got a tendency to tell our friends the things that we should be telling our partner. So have that conversation with your partner, be as honest as possible, and let it be known what it is you want. But also you have to make sure that you are making your woman comfortable for her to even consider these type of things.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as she's secure, she feels secure in the relationship, I feel like it shouldn't be no problem. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At least try it once, to see how it go. But like I said, you don't want to force anything too. So I would just tell my friend, like, hey, had a conversation with her, man, just be honest with her. Let her know what it is that you want. Let her know that you ain't going to backtrack and do nothing without her, regardless, and just try to make her feel secure and comfortable.
Now, have you ever had anybody try to slide, like, and have side conversations with you without her after you guys were intimate?
Nah, not after we was intimate, but females that I have tried to bring in have tried to just have sex with me.
Okay.
With her, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I told her, I said, go ahead and get that one. You feel me? I don't know I'm here. Go ahead and get that one. I'm as soon as she come in, you feel me? We got the whole thing. You feel me? Go ahead and get that one. We can trick her. We thought she was going to trick us. Nah, we got you. I'm be teaching like.
I'll be like.
But you get from a woman's point.
From a woman's point of view, you have to be understanding and patient. Understanding because you have to understand who you marry. You have to understand who you're with. You cannot make them feel any type of way for something they desire, because we all know that leads. Patient. They're coming to you, or that they have this desire. So you have to be patient with yourself to be able to understand what brought them there. To me, it's deeper than just us playing with other women. It's a mental connection. You have to understand yourself and them for it to all work in the end anyway.
Right.
Okay.
And I also think that if, like me, the type of lifestyle I lived before my wife, also, it was important for me to have these type of conversations while we were dating, while we were friends.
That's a good point.
A lot of people ask these questions once they get married or once they already together. You know what I mean? So you need to ask the right questions in the beginning so you know who you dealing with, period.
Yeah.
So me personally, I could never marry a woman that doesn't like other women.
Mm-hmm.
And she made it clear in the beginning what she likes, and I made it clear, and we was like, oh yeah, we vibing, we good. For real.
So that actually brings up a question I have for you guys. So, like, I agree with everything you guys just said. I was actually listening to another podcast earlier today, actually. And it was a polyamorous couple. And the guy was saying, if you have certain desires or, certain kinks or whatever that you're into, you got to be with somebody who, if they might not be into them, but at least understand, and be understanding of that's something that you desire, that's something that you want. And, if you're with somebody who judges you, based on that, then you're probably not with the right person.
Right.
So that brings up the question of, are there different things like the, breed that you're into or ability that you're into that the other is not? And how do you guys deal with that?
That's a good question. She always kind of checks my temperature all the time to make sure I'm happy. So I kind of piggyback off that and check hers when she do ask. But is it right?
He must have left the windows down.
I was going to say he left the car windows open.
Well, I'm sorry. What was the question?
So are there like certain like things like either sexually or, kinks or something, like since you guys have had these type of discussions of, I guess, alternative lifestyle that you're into, or there's certain things that, have been brought up in conversation that you're kind of, have the desire to do or participate in, that he does it, and vice versa?
I would actually have to say no, because we thought openly about our sex life prior to even being in a relationship. Just on the front that just talked about what we liked, what we didn't like.
Right.
So, I mean, we're two different people, so of course our likes are not exactly the same.
Right.
As he said, he's not really picky with it. It can be short, tall, fat, skinny. I'm just saying he's not as picky as I am. For me, I feel like he's all that I need. But if I'm going to play with something, it's going to look exactly like I want it to look.
Yeah.
It's going to be exactly what I want it to be for me to otherwise what I already got.
Right. Okay.
He's back, y'all. He's a little wet.
I left parts outside. I just got done painting.
Okay. Thought it was car windows.
Yeah, Bree, what you said, that kind of reminds me of a conversation that I had with my husband. I said, look, just because you're attracted to a female doesn't mean I'm going to be attracted to her, because for me, there's just a certain look that I'm attracted to, Black women and white women with black hair. That's just always been my thing. He just likes all damn women. So I guess it works out for us.
You know what? But I'm glad that y'all brought up that point, because I mean, I feel like that's definitely, that can be a deal breaker. Like, your foundation of your relationship overall has to be solid, right? So if you're not having these conversations with somebody, like while you're in the dating / honeymoon phase or whatever, then like shit is going to be real shaky if y'all try to, do something different or, dive into something different. Or if you're not honest, about what you like or what you're into or what you absolutely is like a no-no for you, or what's even required. Like you said, I can't see myself, with a woman who doesn't like other women. You know what I mean? Like that's the bond that y'all had that conversation, and that you put that out there. I think a lot of people do a lot of sneaky on the side shit because they don't want to just keep it real, because they can't trust that their partner is going to, take that, what they say, their true feelings about, or desires or whatever it is that you want to call it, and not just trample all over it. And if that's the case, you shouldn't be with that person either, anyway.
Right. People settle though.
They do.
They do. Absolutely. I remember when we went to I guess it's the one and only time we have been to the Princeton, because we haven't been back since. But when we did go, we had conversations before, but like we had.
For those of you that don't know, Princeton is a lifestyle club.
I apologize. Yes, yeah, it's a swingers club. So we went there. It was the first time we went there. This was years ago, and I remember we had a conversation, and we were just like, okay, so this is new territory. You know what I mean? So like, what do we need to, talk about real quick? What kind of understanding do we need to get, before we go in here and, anybody acts a fool or whatever? Right. And what we came up with is basically we're a package deal. You know what I'm saying? If, we're approached and one of us is not into it, then it's a done deal. Like, wrap. It's a wrap. So, that, led us to have a pretty cool experience overall. Like, we didn't even actually end up hooking up with anybody that night, but like, it was just so much to take in.
Right.
You know what I mean? That we were just like, oh yeah, we can do this.
Right.
So, I mean, I think that's really important because, at the end of the day, if you're in a committed relationship and then, you start doing some foolish ass shit, or y'all fall out over somebody who ain't even in the relationship, and it's probably going to keep on moving and live the rest of their life happily. And now you done fucked up your whole relationship trying to get some ass on the side.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's definitely important. I'm glad that, you guys brought that up for sure.
Yeah. I mean, even as a unicorn, I am that way when it's dealing with couples. Like, I need them to be on one accord, about me, so like, if you're not on one accord about me, then I don't really want to deal. Because I just feel like it'll bring mess, it'll bring drama, it'll bring mess. I don't want to be a part of that. Like, I want to have fun. I want to have a good time, when I'm with them. So if they're not on one accord about me, then I can't do it.
They cannot be on one accord is to not have the right or the proper communication.
Right.
Absolutely.
So it's deeper, it's dig back deeper. Without the proper communications, y'all missing something else. It's just, that's too much.
Yeah.
Do y'all mind if I ask how long you've been together?
See if you know.
Been married 3, been together 4.
Okay.
And previous to us actually being together, we knew each other for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, we knew each other mentally.
Yeah, I've never seen her in person, but we respectful, appropriate conversations online for about 4 to 5 years.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I started it.
She's so proud.
I slid right.
I was right in this DM.
Took me 4 or 5 years, but I got him.
I love y'all's story. I love it.
Yeah.
It's so informative and so educational for others that have so many questions about this lifestyle because I read I seen the headlines to an article and it said, is monogamy even possible anymore? Because of how we've grown as people and the more experiences we want to have. And we're so open more about our sex lives and our sexual needs. So it gives you something to think about.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people need to know that there are different types of polyamory relationships too. So there's different, like, it's not cookie cutter, just like monogamy isn't cookie cutter either.
Right.
It seems like it is, but it's not. Like, there's, triads, quads, there's kitchen table poly, there's parallel poly, like there's a whole bunch of different ones.
Hold up, time out. Are these sex positions? I don't understand. How is a parallel poly?
What's that?
Parallel poly?
Yes. So I'll, be completely transparent. That's the type of polyamorous relationship I'm looking for. Like parallels, basically, you have your main person, you have your, partner, spouse, whatever. But then you both have relationships outside of your relationship, but the two shall never meet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So they don't interact with each other, but you have your own, you know about each other, you know about their other partners, you know everything they need to know about your other partners, but they don't interact with each other if, they don't have to. Okay. Now, kitchen table is where you have outside relationships, but sometimes they mesh together where, you might have a threesome with your partner, and your main partner, or, they kind of all intertwine.
So what if like the male of the relationship doesn't want another partner, but he allows you to go out and have other partners?
So that would be like a parallel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even though he's not doing it, it's still a
right.
Okay.
Yeah. Or that would, honestly, that would kind of be, there's another term, or ethical non-monogamy. So, like, you have that understanding with your partner that you go out and have different relationships or encounters with other people, but they don't.
Because, baby, once I hit them doors in them streets, ain't nothing going to be ethical on my ass. I'm saying.
Why am I a co-host on this show? I feel like a fucking sexual square. I feel like a L7. Just, I thought I knew everything. I don't know nothing. Messing around with y'all. I learn something new every single time. Ask them. Hold up. Ask them. Do they know about the pearls? Y'all know what the pearls mean?
Y'all know what a pearl necklace?
Booty pearls?
No, pearl necklace.
No, just pearls. It's regular pearls.
The term pearl necklace.
No.
It's a sexual term.
No.
So,
see, don't call me about the pearls no more. I'm not the only one that didn't know.
You better not tell Billy or he'll be having double.
What's the pearls mean?
Bree, you want a pearl necklace?
Tell her what it means first.
What is it?
So basically, it's when a male ejaculates on the neck and gives you a pearl necklace.
And I still got pearls on.
She like it.
I got pearls on right now.
Yeah.
Right.
She likes baby showers.
Right. It's a baby shower.
It's good for your skin.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like baby shower. That's my term. Baby shower.
Baby shower.
There's somebody in this household who does not need to hear that term, or else I will never hear the end of it ever.
Can you take Deborah Shade's squirting class?
Right.
Man, listen. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So we like super past time because this has just been like an awesome conversation. So what any other like tips, any other word to the wise, information or anything you want to throw out there that could help a couple who is trying to get started?
Just keep it real with your partner. Communication is key, but also making sure your partner understands what you're communicating.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? For anybody that's just getting into a relationship or not in one or about to be in one, make sure you talk about this stuff in the beginning, because you don't want to put all this time in with a person that don't really like the same things that you like or won't even consider doing some of the things that you like.
Right.
So I just think after, my past, I believe in being friends first and getting to know her. And then you can figure out if that's somewhere you want to take it or not.
I think that's good advice. Bree, you have anything to add?
I would say if you think about it, talk about it with your mate, spouse, person. And also don't be defensive just because you know how you feel and what you have to help them understand why you feel these ways or why you want to do this. So be prepared to answer questions and don't be defensive. Just have an open line of communication.
And this is communication you should have before you have sex with a person. So don't cloud you. You know what I mean? Because then you're saying like, oh yeah, I'm going to do all these things.
I'm going to do all that.
You feel me? So
I do whatever you want, baby.
I ain't give it up.
Oh yeah.
Night.
So not only was I in the DM, I tried to seduce him as well.
Oh, great.
I love a proactive woman. Go ahead, girl.
A week of staying the night with her and cuddling her. I got a text that next morning said, are we practicing abstinence? I said, nah, why you say that? She said, why don't you drop them drawers next time?
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Yeah.
So I will say, women as well, men do like when you speak up and say what it is that you like. And let us know, the things that you like. We like to hear that little freaky talk too. And we want to don't automatically assume we know what it is that you like. You know what I mean? So if a person is asking you questions about the things that you like, that's because he's really trying to learn you and out that body. You know what I'm saying? So he can make it do what it do. Climax some conversation. Yeah.
Climax some conversation. That's what's up.
Did he say conversation or condensation?
Both. Both of them.
Okay.
Both of them.
I was like, we already talking about showers over there. Right?
Baby showers. I'm done. Oh my gosh. That was hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ladies, you have anything else that you want to add as we wrap up? This was fun. I'm fine. We probably just keep on talking for another 30 minutes for real, but we got stuff to do. So
yeah, this was an amazing show.
Right. It was. Thank you both for being so honest and open and, helping us understand or helping our viewers understand more about this lifestyle, because it's becoming more quote unquote mainstream, but people still don't know you know, they think they know, but they don't know exactly like what it is without having to like research it, and hearing it from an active, you know, couple who's participating in that type of lifestyle, I think will be very helpful for people to have, maybe even open up those conversations. So thank you guys for being here.
Your energy is absolutely amazing. You can tell that you're happy as a couple. And that's something that we definitely wanted to be able to show other people, because, you know, people just always have doubts and they think that there's something going on in the relationship for you to have to step outside and decide to want to live this way. So nah, they good. And now real quick. Oh, go ahead.
If you find your third, or when you find your third, I'm going to say, because I have a feeling you guys are too great of a damn couple. When you get your third, maybe you'll come back for like a part 2 and include them. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys think you want to come back and hang with us again?
Definitely.
Okay, perfect. Real quick, let's give you a minute to both talk about your businesses really quickly so we can shout you out and we can share your info. Go ahead.
All right. My business is actually BCB Customs 614. That is the email. But my YouTube channel is the Graham Way. GRM. That's how the Graham is spelled. Go like, subscribe, share. I buy lunch for everyone. I buy lunch for 2 of my subscribers every 100 subscribers. And once I reach 1,000, I'm going to be giving away a bag of money. And after that, my giveaway is going to get bigger. So I do a lot of custom work to cars. Lately, I've been painting football helmets and stuff like that. So just a lot of DIY projects and stuff like that. Just, you know.
Awesome.
Okay.
I like it.
Nice.
Always representing the Graham way in everyone's life. My business is Trucks and Bags. Just launched actually July 12th of this year.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
You know, the Grahams are about
What's up? Yeah.
6 deals, but now for the ladies, we have handbags, accessories, earrings, brooches, belts, watches, things like that. So Trucks and Bags, 1 Z on the end of trucks and 2 Z's on the end of bags, in bags. That's the email at gmail.com. And we've got Instagram and Trucks in Bags.
Okay.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So definitely get at them if you need anything done, you know, as far as custom jobs for your cars, and or if you need some handbags, you know, to get you sexy on or whatever you do. Make sure
we'll have the handles in the
yeah, we'll make sure we post everything.
Right.
And it'll be also in the video description too.
Right.
As well.
And put in the comments if y'all interested in being the
Absolutely.
Right.
Listen, what's the email address y'all want them to use if they're trying to get at you? You know, if they want to, you know, see what's up as far as like your third, completing your trio.
Billy Graham 205 on Instagram.
Slide in the DM. Or you can always hit us up, email us or drop it in the comments or hit us up on social, info@forfreakygirlspodcast.com. Yeah, this the one right here. This was a good episode. I'm like, I know I've been trying to like close it out for like 5 minutes, but we're
right.
So,
Put some of this in bonus content or something.
yeah, something like that. Definitely, we might have to have like a little, you know, live or do an auction or something like that. I don't know. I'm just coming up with some crazy. We're gonna find y'all third. We're gonna make it happen. All right. Well, ladies and gents, that wraps up episode 9. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you guys. Peace, love, and kinkiness. And keep it freaky freakily. Until next time. Bye, you guys. You guys stay real quick, okay?